Behold, piano! Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel. And no, your eyes do not deceive you. Today, instead of checking out yet another guitar, we are checking out the all-new digital piano from Fesley. You might recall that last year I checked out the Fesley electric guitar, and I was seriously impressed with that guitar. And when I started looking on Amazon for digital pianos, and I came across the Fesley digital piano, and then knowing that the guitar was such good quality, I figured this was probably going to be really good too. And I was not disappointed. It is excellent. It sounds really good. And I'm going to go through some sound samples here in just a couple of minutes. But before I do that, I want to tell you some stuff about the piano. So what we've got here, guys, is a full-size piano keyboard. 88 full-size keys. Weighted keys. You know what I'm talking about? Like on a real piano, like when you push down on it, there's kind of that resistance. You know, they're heavy. And when you play it, just like a real piano, the harder you push on the keys, the louder the sound is. So it's very authentic. And it even comes with the triple pedal, just like you would find on a real piano, and those pedals work fabulous. It has 2 speakers right here on each side, and they sound really good. Now I'm gonna start talking about some features, guys, that this piano has that a real, authentic, upright piano, talking about one that's not digital, one that doesn't plug in, just a regular old-fashioned piano, a lot of features that this has and advantages that this has over a real, authentic piano. Now, I already mentioned the speakers, right? But what if you want to practice piano, but you don't want to bother everybody else in the house? Well, if you're playing an old-fashioned style real piano, everybody's going to be hearing you plunking down on the keys, right? Well, not with this thing. It's got 2 headphone jacks right here, and it even comes with a set of headphones. So you can plug that in, you put your headphones in. Nobody in the house is going to hear anything except this. Right? They're not going to hear the piano sounds and anything else that you're doing on it, so that's great. It also has an MP3 connector right there next to the headphone jacks. And you know what's really cool about this thing? It's got Bluetooth connection. Can't do that on a real piano. In addition, guys, on the backside here, it's got all kinds of stuff. It has a USB connection, MIDI, audio in and out. Now on a regular old piano, you're gonna get one sound, right? That's gonna be the piano sound, and that's it. Well, not on this bad boy. It has 128 different tones in here. Of course, it's got the piano sounds, organs, brass instruments, strings, pretty much any orchestra instrument that you can think of, synthesizer sounds, even sound effects. But I will say for me, since I bought this as a digital piano, I'll probably mostly just be using the grand piano sound, and it sounds great. Okay, and it doesn't have just those 128 sounds, it also has 100 different drum beats. And it has a built-in metronome, and you can adjust the tempo faster, slower. The metronome is great, especially for beginners when you're just learning and you got that, you know, in case you don't know what a metronome is, it's that tick, 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 tick that keeps you on a steady beat. And that's great for when you're learning and practicing. You know, you don't want to be speeding up, slowing down constantly. So that's really good for beginners, even not beginners, when you're recording stuff and you want to stay with the tempo. It has a transpose function where you can, you know, if you're hitting like a C note on a certain key, you can make that note like a higher sounding note or a lower sounding note. You can also record yourself on this piano. You hit the record button, you play something, then you stop it and you hit the playback, and it's gonna play what you recorded without touching the keyboard. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate some of the sounds and the functions in the Fesley piano. Check it out. All right, so sounds good, right? So now I want to talk about like, well, why did I get this one instead of just going out and buying like just a regular old-fashioned upright piano? Pianos are great. Really, they are. Anytime I go like to a relative's house or somebody's house and they've got an old piano sitting there, I love to go over, sit down on the bench, and just kind of mess around on the piano. There's no substitute, I guess you could say, for kind of the feel and the sound and just the vibe of like, this is a real piano, and that reverberation, is that the right word, that you kind of get, you know, from those big old piano strings. And it's cool, but there are so many disadvantages as far as what I'm looking for with that kind of piano, and then a lot of advantages with this guy right here. And mostly it's like a practical reason. Okay, you see this thing, I mean, it's kind of big, but it goes from here to here, but it also just goes from here to here. And the width of it, it's like about that wide. How big is a real piano? It's huge. You can't move a real piano. I've got this piano right now upstairs on the second floor in my music room. I would never be able to have a piano in here. I'd never be able to get a piano, even with professional movers. I don't think they'd get it up the staircase. And if they did and got it in here, it'd never be able to be moved again. This thing was delivered to my house, Amazon, in a box. I was able to carry that box all by myself up the stairs and into this room. And now that it's in here, I can move it to any room in the house easily by myself at any time. I could even put this in my car and take it somewhere. Try doing any of that with the real piano. It's literally impossible. Plus, another really important thing for me, guys, is, you know, I write songs, I record songs. So I want a piano that I can plug into my computer so that I can do my multi-tracking. Hook it up to my DAW and record my piano track. Again, I wouldn't be able to do that with the real piano that's downstairs in the living room. So yeah, it was a no-brainer. I mean, this is the one I had to get. Now, it did come with a few other things in the box, so I'm going to tell you what that is really quick. It comes with a music stand that goes right here, so you can put your sheet music or put a tablet to follow along with, so that's really convenient. It also comes with this really pretty purple dust cover, so you can cover it up when you're not using it. As mentioned earlier, it does come with a set of headphones, and of course, it also comes with the power adapter and the instruction manual. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on the Fesley digital piano. Well worth the price, sounds really good. I'm excited to have it. I really like the authentic feel. I like the pedal that feels like the real pedals on a piano. Great sustain, really nice grand piano sound. I also like the fact that I can move it around from room to room, or if I'm not going to be using it for a while, I can easily stand it up on end and put it in the corner of my closet and completely have it out of the way. I love the fact that I can plug it into my computer for recording. I love the fact that if I want to take it somewhere else, I can put it in my car and do that. So, good portability, very convenient, great sound, very good price. Very nice instrument overall. Alright guys, and if you want more information on the Fesley digital piano, I've got a link for it in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.